Out in the street, they call it murder. Welcome to Aston, and we ended up slapping the villa. Oh my days, bro. Unai Emery had a very bad evening. Best believe that. What is guaning people? Nat here, live and directing in full effect, as I said I would. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We're still 3 away from 100 subs. So I'm already planning who I want on for the 100 sub special. And if it happens tonight, it might actually end up being a New Year special as well. Combine the two together and all that shit. But all banter and jokes aside, let's be honest, people. First half was a disgrace. That was horrible to watch. We got carved open. Not even like knife through butter. They should have been 4-0 up before half time. Then Onana gets injured, who was their man of the match, by the way. Even though he played one half, the first half. And then after that, booing at half time. It's almost as if booing raises the levels, guys. Accountability is the best ability, not availability, guys. It is what it is. And that accountability is the reason why we won the game tonight. That and a few other things. But, yeah, one half FC strikes once again. But instead of playing well in the first half and not the second half, it's the other way around. Funny that. Big up, AFC 87 as always. Static, big up. I know how busy you are, my brother. If you want to jump on the stream, if you have a little bit of time, just let me know in the chat, and we can get that sorted out pronto, my guy. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so you will never ever miss when I go live and direct and in full effect, or when I upload the next video. Either way, I will upload a video either tomorrow or on New Year's Day, basically in 2026. And that will be a New Year's kind of video either way. So stay tuned for that, guys. But I'll explain it a little bit more, just a little bit more at the end. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Trossard, man of the match. Because even in the first half, he was our best player. You know, proper performance that. He's the only one that really had even remotely a 90-minute performance. The midfield was carved open to pieces. We saw the Real Sociedad midfield, Odegaard, Zubimendi, but Mikel Merino. Stinker and hooked, Rev. The defence was poor. Raya, I know we conceded right at the end. You know, again, I've always said this, yeah? He's a great number 2. He ain't a number 1. Not at this level. Not at the elite level. That's for damn sure. But we turned up the heat. But the sad thing about this performance tonight is that when the players are on it, and when the manager has a bit of vim, when he has that sort of like, do you know what I'm saying? Like Apollo Creed settings and that, then we actually start playing some proper football, albeit again, back once again for the Renegade Master this time, for 45 minutes. Unai Emery didn't shake his hand at the end. It is what it is. Like, we're just not consistent enough. And I wasn't really jumping up and down, to be honest. Like, and I'm not upset that we won the game. Far from it. I want us to win every single game. I want this manager to prove me wrong, because it is the manager, ultimately. The buck stops with the manager. We know the players can do it, especially the squad that we have, even with the injuries. We know we can do it. But the manager is holding us back. But tonight, it didn't matter because Villa did nada. Only scored 1 goal. They should have had like 4 or 5 tonight, especially in the first half. Okay, so you're currently on holiday. Fair play. Hopefully you're having a great holiday, my guy. When I go back to the UK with armour on and protection, I'll speak about doing this show soon. Yeah, no problem, Static. Big up, Static, as always. What a G. What a fucking G. But yeah, man. We learned a fair bit tonight. The fans actually found a bit of shame and booed that horrible performance because there was no getting away from that in the first half. Horrible first half. Just to make it crystal clear. And then second half, all of a sudden, even the Zubimendis and Odegaard were fucking performing. Saka didn't really do much. You know, better than he was the previous games, but again, is that what he's become now? Gyökeres didn't score. Got hooked off for Jesus. Jesus scored a banger. It is what it is. Trossard scored like a banger as well. Zubimendis goal was class, I'm not going to lie. And that ball that Odegaard put through. Why the fuck does he not do that often? Don't hesitate. Make the fucking pass. Early crosses, first-time passes, first-time crosses, early passes and crosses. Either way, they cause havoc. Modern-day defenses cannot deal with that shit. That's the truth. It's not fucking hard. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, we don't need to be going back to this diabolical bullshit football now. There's no excuse. Going into 2026, Arteta knows we have to keep playing like this. Whoever he picks, we know he's going to pick his favourites, blah, blah, blah. We know he's going to rush players back, etc., etc. We're facing Chelsea in the League Cup semi-final next year in about a month's time. And he better fucking win that. I'll go as far as say beat them at the bridge and then beat them again like what Newcastle did to us. Maybe not 4-0 as much as I would love that to be the case, but we can do it. These players have shown against a good Villa side. Granted, they were very wasteful. Like Watkins got a goal, should have had a hat-trick at the very least. He you know the thing about Ollie Watkins, right? He's been shit. He's been absolute shite since the Euros, man. That's what, like about a year ago or so. Just shy of 18 months. I mean, and obviously Onana getting subbed off at half-time in the changing room, that demoralised them for sure, on top of missing them chances. Like, at this level, if you want to chase titles, if you want to win trophies, you can't be that wasteful, man. As inconsistent and as poor as we've been playing, we're still getting results for now. But the only way this is sustainable is if we play like that and cut out that first minute. Sorry, first minute, but the first half, Bulgaria bullshit, bro. The absolute bollocks of a first half performance and make it into 90 minutes. Doesn't have to be world class, but top, proper performance, solid performance. Not them 1 and 2-0s that we've been having, playing like how we've been playing. No. Directness, intent, heart, desire, all of that shit, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's what we got to do, man. This is how we win the league. It's as simple as that. Nat, my G. Arteta plan A failed, so we finally got to play ball. Through balls all of a sudden. Yeah, big up Black Crow. Watkins sold it for his side, I can't lie. Wasted chances. Yeah. He was crap, man. He was a load of shite. And that guy even mini celebrated after getting that one consolation goal, bruv. If I was Villa, if I was a Villa fan, I'd be livid with that. I'll be livid with that whole second half performance and even the first half performance for not putting us to the sword, which they should have done. Watkins they need to sell. I think it looks like they got rid of the wrong striker. And, you know, apparently we wanted him. So it is what it is. Absolutely shameless, bro. Even that mini celebration was shameless. You're right on the money with that one. Like, but this is the Premier League. This is the PR Emir League. This is what it's all about. Drama of the highest order. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I would be a lot happier if we played a lot better in the first half. Like, have a proper complete performance. We know Arteta and Unai Emery don't get on. Unai Emery can't stand Arteta. It's what we and others, you guys in the chat, have in common, of course, for the most part. But yeah, tale of two halves back once again. But this time we were clinical. We came to play in the second half. Proper football. In 2026, I don't want to see none of this diabolical, not even 18th century level football. No more anti-football heritage. Leave that shit in 2025, bruv. 2026, bring back the 22-23 football, bruv. With the defence that we've got, even though Gabriel came off injured and that, even though Saliba, other than that one last-ditch tackle that stopped Watkins tapping it in, and even then he might have missed it, to be honest. He was having that kind of game. We'll walk the league. Guns has been saying it. I've been saying it. North's been saying it. In our own way and in our own words. Like, it's not fucking difficult. We have a chance. We've always had a chance, especially with the squad that we've got, but it's the manager that's going to be the key this season. Is he going to keep holding us back? You know, Havertz on the bench. Yes, he didn't come on, but as soon as he either starts or comes off the bench, we know Gyökeres is getting benched. It is what it is. And I know, and granted, Gyökeres hasn't been performing. He should have scored earlier. That header that he missed just over the bar from Hincapie's cross should definitely have put that away. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, okay. The Blue Sharks are still circling, bruv, but at the end of the day, we got it done in the second half. You got Sunderland away, bruv. Now, you guys, City, you're going to have to stink out a win, bruv, unless you absolutely put them to the sword in the first half, like 2-3-0. No fucking about. Similar to what you did at home, but more ruthless than that, which I know you guys can do. Then I see you winning that. Liverpool got Leeds on New Year's Day as well. So even though Liverpool aren't in the title race, it is what it is. If we ditch the wings and play through the middle again, man, yeah. Saka ain't been doing it, bruv. He brought Madueke on. He brought Lewis Skelly on later. But more so when it comes to Noni Madueke, like the last, 10, 15 minutes in total, like, because it was like 8 minutes added time. He didn't do much, but again, he hardly got the ball. Why doesn't this manager do the simple things well? Why does he overcomplicate it? He knows how to set up a team off the ball defensively, but that's just one side of the game. But he's also shown in the 22-23 season that we can attack. He can have influence. He can do what needs to be done. Know what players that we have, know the qualities that we have, and utilise them. He's not utilising the qualities that we have in our squad right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings, consistently. That's always been my biggest gripe with Arteta, especially for the last few years. We've always been up there in the league. Semi-finals of the Champions League last season, you know. So, like, Bayern Munich quarterfinals, worst Bayern Munich that we lost to, by the way, a couple of years ago. But yeah, like for me, Saliba's talking about quadruple. Well, the only way that happens is number one, we've got to keep our players fit. This manager's got to trust his squad now. He has to. He fucking has to trust his squad. Because if we want to win and be fighting on all fronts in every single competition, which we're still in, by the way, we've got Portsmouth in the third round of the FA Cup next year. We've got Chelsea at the Bridge, first leg next year as well. First leg of the semi-final. We're already through in the Champions League. To be honest, when it comes to the Champions League, just play the second team. Play a few of the kids as well. Play Salmon. Play Ethan, unless he's going to be loaned out, which kind of looks likely. Play Lewis Skelly. Oh, who's that other kid? What, Nicholas? Play him in defence. You could even play like a back three. You could play back five, whatever. Like, give Timber a rest. Give Hincapié a rest. Calafiore's injured. You know, maybe I would say in the Champions League and obviously against Portsmouth, need to go back to Project Youth a little bit. Just a little bit. Because our players need a rest. Declan Rice didn't play tonight. Thankfully, we didn't need him. But again, that was more down to Villa being so wasteful and Onana having to be subbed off at half time because he got injured. Let's be honest, but fair play. Second half, we were on it like Sonic, mate. Bush. But that's the thing. And this is our last game of the year. That's the mad thing about it. We got Bournemouth on the 3rd, 5:30 kickoff UK time. We're 4 points ahead at the moment. City are playing on New Year's Day. They should beat Sunderland. But if they drop points, we'll be 4 points ahead instead of 5. But Bournemouth away, man, we always struggle against Bournemouth, especially away. But then on the Thursday, we've got Liverpool at home, bruv. 8 o'clock as well. Rotted, bruv. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not looking good, bruv. But if we play like we did in the second half for 90 minutes against Bournemouth, we'll beat them, even if it's by a goal or two. Because this manager has now got to back up his bollocks. He's got to fully grow a pair, putting his bollocks on the table, as Kenny Ken says. Big up Kenny Ken, by the way, each and every single time. Right? But start showing his mettle, start showing the whole world what he's really made of. If you believe in your heart of hearts that you're an elite level manager, show and prove it. Because that's what you got to do, mate. Start rotating your team a lot better. Start resting players. When players are getting knocks, you know, and they can't carry on like Declan Rice, you're in Timber, Saka. Saka should be dropped, period. That boy needs a rest anyway, but he's got to be dropped, period, for Madueke. But again, what I've come to find out, we knew Gyökeres and Eberezer wasn't Arteta signings. They were Berta signings. Andrea Mafioso, bad boy, Berta, mate. But it looks like Noni Madueke is included in that as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hincapié a little bit, 50-50 Lamar settings. But this is where we are at, people. You know what I'm saying? We've got a tough month coming up in January. We've got to see this through. We've got to see February through. We beat Chelsea. We need to win that League Cup, bro. We're in the semi-finals. We definitely need to win that League Cup, for sure. Newcastle needed to win a trophy. They done it. Palace, they done it. They were close before. They got over the line. Newcastle got over the line. Both of them last season. We need to get over the line. Back once again for the Renegade Master. It will have been 6 years. since we last won a trophy. 6 seasons, bruv. Because Arteta's in his 7th season. We're at that point now, and I've said this before. I said it on North's channel. I've said it on Aaron's channel. Big up to both of them boys, by the way. My geezers. Great guys. Great guys. And Shane as well, talking of which. Big up Shane Gooner, as freaking always, bruv. Motherfucking always. But anyway, like, if we don't win this League Cup, I don't see us winning the league and or Champions League, or even the FA Cup. Winning breeds mentality. The booing tonight from our fans showed accountability and therefore raised the levels. Hence why accountability is the best ability, not availability. We don't have many available players that are 100% fit. I don't think there's hardly anyone in this squad that's 100% fit. Mikel Merino, Eberezer, maybe. Gyökeres isn't, and he's already been injured. Miles Lewis Skelly, etc. I mean, this is what we're dealing with, guys. But the omen is looking a lot better. Need to be a lot more consistent. You know, start games better as well as end games better. Find the balance. I believe Gabriel Heinze baked beans and all of that shit. He needs to have more influence on the team. Because whenever I've seen him a bit more vocal, we end up winning the game and we end up winning it well. You saw that against Atletico Madrid as an example at home in the Champions League. Just saying, people. Just saying. Like, we need to keep these levels. And I believe this team can go even higher as long as these boys are rested. If we are going to this Dubai trip, I don't want to see any of the players doing them hard running. It has to be as relaxing as possible. Not even jogging pace, bro. That couple of weeks or whatever, winter break. Treat it as a winter break, bruv. Enjoy the sights and all of that. Less of the salt bay putting meat in your mouths and all of that bollocks. Just relax, recharge, refresh. No more injuries, especially during that period. And then onwards and upwards. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we are, people. That is exactly where we are. But I'm going to leave it there. I'll see if I'm on Northside's channel. I know he's live at the moment. I can't redirect. I'm not at that point as of yet. But one day in the future, I'm sure. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. 3 away from 100. Hit the notification bell so you'll never ever miss when I go live and directed in full effect, baby. And when I upload the next video, excuse me, which will be either tomorrow or New Year's Day. And then I'll do the match reaction for Arsenal Bournemouth. So, yeah, that's all she wrote for tonight, people. Take care. All the best. Stay true to yourself and that. Have a happy new year. Happy New Year, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.